11 News starts with breaking news.
We're following several breaking stories at noon. First, an optimistic update from the Allegheny County Health Department. 45 new cases of COVID-19 have been reported since yesterday. That's the lowest number of new cases we've had since late June. And some of the most recent cases are tests dating back to more than a month. Sadly, the health department also learned of one more death. A person in their 70s passed away yesterday after getting the virus in a long-term care facility. State lawmakers are hearing testimony from PIAA officials right now about school plans to safely hold fall sports. There's been a serious back and forth between the PIAA, the WPIAL, and Governor Tom Wolf. And in the past hour, Health Secretary Dr. Rachel Levine says they're standing by their recommendation to postpone sports until January. Dr. Levine says there are a lot of factors that come into play.
The other factor is, of course, that it's not just within a school district or within a county. If you're going to have a PIAA sports, then they're going to be traveling, sometimes 2 or more hours. They're going to be on buses all together. They're going to be then interacting with young people in other counties.
PIAA board members are scheduled to make a final decision on the sports on Friday, and we're set to speak one-on-one with Dr. Levine today. Look for that interview on Channel 11 News starting at 5. All 23,000 Pittsburgh public school students will start the year learning remotely, but not every household has the right technology to do that. Channel 11's Mike Holden explains what the district is doing today to make sure students get the education they deserve.
Pittsburgh Public Schools is working to make sure each student is ready for a new year with remote learning. This go around, they're handing out laptops to those in need, and district leaders say they're preparing for a whole new set of changes. One by one, parents lined up outside Oliver Citywide Academy on the north side. Their mission was simple: get a laptop for their child ahead of the school year. For the first time ever, all 23,000 students will start school online in PPS. It is a major transition. District officials are working to get computers to students who don't have one and return old laptops from last year. However, there's an extra challenge: a nationwide laptop shortage due to folks working from home and kids schooling online. District leaders say there will be enough computers for all students. It's just a matter as to when some of the devices will arrive, since they are on back order across the country. PPS is asking folks who have computers at home to use those. And for kids who don't, their parent or guardian can come get one of these at various distribution sites across town.
We will not have all 7,000 of them, so we will have enough to provide students who have a need. But if a student has a laptop or a device at home, we ask the families to use that until we get the rest of the 7,000, which should be in the next 2 weeks.
And more laptop distributions are planned in the days ahead. You can find all the information posted on WPXI.com and the WPXI News app. I'm now working to talk with parents about how they're prepping their kids for this new school year and what they're gearing up for in the weeks ahead. For Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting from the north side, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Since March, we have seen people lining up for food bank distributions across the area. Today, the state announced a $10 million investment. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer shows us how they're going straight to the farms to get food on the table.
Leaders say this initiative is a win-win. It helps to support farmers by purchasing their extra crops and then providing them to folks who are struggling to make ends meet. We've seen the long lines outside food giveaways for months, families hungry in need of help. Now the State Department of Agriculture is providing extra assistance. Recently, the department secretary announced a $10 million contract with Feeding Pennsylvania, made up of groups like the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank and the Westmoreland County Food Bank. The plan: buy surplus agricultural products from Pennsylvania farmers or producers and funnel it through those charitable groups, getting those fresh foods out to folks who are struggling, not to mention reducing waste.
This market is still incredibly fragile. There's milk that's been dumped, or eggs are discarded.
I reached out to the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank for a statement. I'll have that for you in a report I'm working on for 5. Back to you.
Police in McDonald are investigating a shooting that sent a man to the hospital. This is the area where that shooting happened last night. We're told the victim has severe injuries. Shortly after the shooting, North Fayette police said there was an accident on Fanny Street Extension and that they believe was connected. As of right now, no one is in custody. Meanwhile, police in Pittsburgh are investigating 2 shootings. In one incident, 2 people were shot in the East Hills near East Hills Drive. Less than an hour earlier, police were called to Garfield. There they found a woman who was grazed by a bullet while driving down the street. Heart-stopping moments in New Kensington. Young children, one of them in a diaper, sitting on the roof of a home. A neighbor shared these photos with Channel 11. Zoe Payne says she had no choice but to record what she believes is neglect. There are also pictures that appear to show bruises on a boy. Payne says she's tried to get help for the past 6 months. She sent these pictures of the children to CYS, but she says police come out but always end up leaving with no solution.
I just don't want you to fail these children. You know, there's been way too many cases out here in New Kensington especially where I see children neglected, abused, and we're not doing anything about it.
We're told the children are now with their father. Channel 11 tried to contact the mother. We knocked on her door, but no one answered. We also contacted police and youth services and are still waiting to hear back.
Donald Trump is the wrong president for our country. He has had more than enough time to prove that he can do the job, but he is clearly in over his head. He cannot meet this moment.
Former First Lady Michelle Obama delivered the keynote address during opening night of the Democratic National Convention, and she took on President Donald Trump, urging everyone to get out and vote for Joe Biden. Democrats are set to officially nominate Biden today. NBC's Tracy Potts takes a look at how Decision 2020 played out on the first night of their convention.
But the fact is, the bad ones have to be.
Just ahead of his official nomination tonight, Joe Biden makes a surprise appearance on the virtual DNC stage with a word on racial justice.
We just got to keep pushing. We can't let up.
His wife Jill and former President Bill Clinton speak tonight, continuing the convention theme of party unity. Monday's kickoff featured former First Lady Michelle Obama setting the stage for November's election.
If you think things cannot possibly get worse, trust me, they can. We have got to vote for Joe Biden like our lives depend on it.
4 prominent Republicans made the case for Biden and running mate Kamala Harris.
I'm a longtime Republican. For me, the choice is simple. I'm with Joe.
Joe Biden is a man for our times.
This isn't about a Republican or Democrat. It's about a person decent enough, stable enough, strong enough to get our economy back on track.
Meantime, President Trump is on a week-long campaign swing, still railing against universal mail voting.
We have to win the election. We can't play games. Get out and vote.
The president insisting he's not trying to slow down mail service.
No, not at all. Wouldn't do that.
Just before the election. The president continues campaigning this week in Arizona and Scranton, Pennsylvania, the hometown of Joe Biden and a critical swing state. Tracy Potts, NBC News.
Late this morning, President Trump was asked about Michelle Obama's speech, and he called it divisive.
Yeah, no, she was over her head, and frankly, she should have made the speech live, which she didn't do. She taped it, and it was not only taped, it was taped a long time ago because she had the wrong deaths. She didn't even mention the vice presidential candidate in the speech, and, you know, she gets these fawning reviews.
The president went on to say he wouldn't even be in the White House if it wasn't for former President Barack Obama and Joe Biden. Meanwhile, a new 1,000-page bipartisan report from a Senate committee says that the president's 2016 campaign was eager to accept help from Russians. According to NBC News, that report also claims the Trump campaign was open to accepting campaign help from Russians and that the White House obstructed the committee's investigation by claiming executive privilege. The Senate Intelligence Committee has been looking into the 2016 election for more than a year. It has not found evidence of a conspiracy between the Trump campaign and Russia. Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation came to a similar conclusion. The White House did not immediately reply to a request for comment. A heated discussion during Fox Chapel's council meeting. The issue, whether to drop the word squaw from borough street names and trails. The word is considered racist and sexist among Native Americans. We've told you about the petition to remove all references to the word in the borough. Council decided to create a committee to study the proposed changes, but some council members wanted more immediate action.
What does this say about our community that we are not taking immediate action when it has brought to our attention that there is a known racist and sexist slur in place names in Fox Chapel?
One suggestion was for the committee to study possible names that would carry historic meaning. The committee will report its findings to council in November. Organizers of the Big Butler Fair say the state is playing favorites.
You're shut down, and a car show in Harrisburg can go on.
Isn't that terrible?
The lawsuit claiming state health officials made a secret agreement.
I feel this is an infringement upon your right.
Being told to wear a mask is controversial for some. Why a local town says it needs a mask mandate, even though there's already a state mandate.
And I don't want anything to happen to the foundation of my home.
And a crumbling Hillside is shoving her deck into her house. Why she's blaming big rigs and GPS.
Sunny clouds out there right now. We are in for a dry stretch of weather as we head into the next couple of days, and I'll let you know an update to where we stand on our rainfall and how much we really need.
When news is happening near you, Channel 11 is there.
Aliquippa, Coriopolis, Moon. We cover news everywhere you live.
That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, Butler. For news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Channel 11 News and NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
We're a team you can count on to cover stories that impact your life,
whether it's across the street or around the world.
Channel 11 News at 6.
And NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Channel 11 News 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Take a look at this hillside along a busy street in the South Hills. It is falling apart and pushing this deck into a house. This is happening along Main Street in South Hills, not far from Route 50 and I-79. Channel 11's Lori Hoy spoke to the owner of that house, and she says she knows exactly what the problem is: big rigs and GPS.
We're here on Main Street in Scott Township, overlooking the Door Lane family house. From here, there's no visible damage. But when you go behind the house, you can see the ground has shifted, causing major damage.
When this wall did come down, it was just brick. There was none of this dirt or debris coming down. It just keeps getting pushed and pushed.
Diane Dorlane has lived here for 25 years, and for the last 2 years has seen her backyard deteriorate.
And it's lifted up.
And lately, it's gotten much worse.
The steps here have shifted. The deck is being pushed into my home. It is literally up, blocking my window.
Dorlane blames the increased tractor-trailer traffic on her road for causing this mess. The back of her yard abuts against Main Street.
I'm positive, because we never had this problem until they started using this road. And we think maybe the GPS are taking them this route.
Dorlane filed a claim with her insurance company, but it was denied because ground movement isn't covered.
June 20th, this was all still intact.
She said she also reached out to the township and PennDOT. I contacted PennDOT today, and I'm told a staff member will come out this week to look at the hillside to determine if it's their responsibility.
Frustrating and just not getting any answers, you know what I mean, what to do. My biggest concern is safety, and I don't want anything to happen to the foundation of my home.
To stop further damage like this, Dorlane now plans on moving forward to push for a truck weight limit on her road. From Scott Township, Lori Hoy, Channel 11 News.
We expect to learn more today after a boat exploded in West Virginia. It happened Sunday on Cheat Lake in Monongalia County. 8 people were on board and 7 were hurt. 6 of the victims live in Washington County. 2 of the victims were flown to a Pittsburgh hospital with severe burns. Officials say the boat blew up when the driver tried to start the engine.
The favoritism, what I feel, was poured out the other end of the state, and it hurts.
Organizers of the Big Butler Fair are crying foul after their event had to cancel. The week-long event, usually held in July, is the biggest fair in western Pennsylvania. Organizers want to know why a similar event, the Carlisle Car Show in Harrisburg, was allowed to go on despite limits on outdoor gatherings. Butler County officials say when they asked for details about the Carlisle event, they were told the deal wasn't for public knowledge.
What it suggests is that, somehow or another through litigation or whatever the case is, you can cut a deal in order to be able to have an event. And certainly that's not how this should be.
Butler County officials have filed a lawsuit to see details of the agreement between the state health department and the car show organizers. Less than half of Americans say they will get a government-approved coronavirus vaccine when it's released. 44% told the new NBC SurveyMonkey poll they would get the vaccine. 22% said no, and 32% are not sure. A majority of seniors and those with college degrees all say they would get a vaccine. Ross Township neighbors cannot pay property taxes in person this year because of coronavirus, according to our partners at the Trib. Tax collection sessions scheduled for August 21st to the 31st have been canceled because of concerns about social distancing. Residents can now pay by mail or drop off their payment in the collection box at the Municipal Center. The head of the Postal Service expected to be grilled by both chambers of Congress. Our Washington correspondent, Serena Marshall, joins us outside D.C. to explain why the lawmakers cut their recess short.
It will be the first time the Postmaster General will face lawmakers over the embattled agency he took over just this past June, which has become a political firebomb. Louis DeJoy will testify first before the Senate Homeland Security Committee Friday, followed by a Monday hearing with the House Oversight Committee. DeJoy, a Trump megadonor, faces frustrations and accusations from Democrats that he cut overtime, eliminated late-night delivery, and removed hundreds of high-speed mail sorting machines to deliberately undermine mail-in voting in the election. Republicans have mostly brushed off those concerns, citing budget issues. The president claims Democrats are trying to make the post office political.
It's not a political issue. It's really about a correct vote. You have to get voting right. You can't have millions and millions of ballots sent all over the place, sent to people that are dead, sent to dogs, cats, sent everywhere. This is a serious situation.
President Trump also continued to argue that mail-in voting will be a complete disaster that will lead to a rigged election, and now says that would require a do-over. Reporting from outside Washington, I'm Serena Marshall, Channel 11 News.
And more details now this afternoon. State Attorney General Josh Shapiro will announce legal action to protect the Postal Service and mail-in voting. Tune into Channel 11 News at 5 p.m. for more details on Shapiro's plan.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Good afternoon. Taking a look at our visible satellite, which is showing us where the clouds are from outer space, looking down on our weather here. And all of those white speckles you're seeing are those fair weather cumulus clouds that we are seeing across the sky moving in from the northwest. Out of some of those today, we may see a stray sprinkle, but I'm not expecting any heavy downpours at this point. 75 in Butler, 77 in Greensburg, 76 in Washington. Our UV index forecast today is still an 8. It is high, so our burn time is still 15 minutes. If you are spending some time outside today, Of course, you need to take your heat precautions still with a little bit of cloud cover from time to time. Sunscreen, sunglasses, hats, and find some shade. Dew points right now are in the 50s and low 60s across the area. Very comfortable feel to the air mass. You can see our dew point right now in Pittsburgh is 56. Anything over 60 starts to feel a little sticky, but still manageable. You start getting dew points up in the mid 60s, and that's when it really starts to feel sticky out there. So pretty comfortable weather will continue for the rest of the afternoon and into this evening. If you do have any plans to grill out, 6 o'clock temperature will be right around 79, 78 at 7 p.m. and our 8 o'clock temperature at 75. Check out tonight's forecast. Partly cloudy. Temperatures will be falling down into the mid 50s. And to put it in perspective, this morning, if you were out and about, it was in the upper 50s. So we're actually going to be a little bit cooler into tomorrow morning. We're going to keep those calm winds. And when you have calm winds and a fairly clear skies out there, it allows those temperatures to fall really nicely, especially with the dry air in place. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 78 degrees. Grab your sunglasses. You're going to need them. North winds will only be right around 5 to 10 miles per hour today. By the way, winds anywhere from 5 to 15 miles per hour. Now, we do have this dry stretch that we've been talking about on the way, and of course we really need the rain, and this is our latest drought monitor. These are released every Thursday, so we're actually going to get another update on Thursday. But we still have this moderate drought here in the areas in beige, which actually includes Washington, Uniontown, Waynesburg, Morgantown, portions of Butler County and the southern part of Butler County. Abnormally dry conditions in the areas in yellow, but watch what's going to happen, I think, is we're going to start to see a little bit of this moderate drought expand. We're already starting to see it expand a little bit northward into northern Washington County and now southern Allegheny County, starting to see that moderate drought. This is how dry it's been. 0.01 inches. That's all we have seen officially in the last 13 days here in Pittsburgh. Here's a look at our storm tracker maps. You can see this afternoon, a little bit of green here and there, but I think the air is so dry. Rain's going to have a hard time, at least any heavy rain will have a hard time making its way to the ground. Again, you might see a sprinkler too. 79 this afternoon, 56 tonight, 78 on Wednesday, mostly sunny, 56 into Thursday morning. Look at the gradual warm up that we have for the end of the forecast. 83 Thursday, sunny, 86 Friday. Your weekend is always in view. You're going to notice the humidity will be climbing. We're looking at mid 60s for those overnight lows over the weekend. And then we're also looking at a chance for a few isolated showers and thunderstorms. In the next half hour, I've got a really cool picture that I want to share with you. I took it yesterday, and I'll let you know what it is and how it forms. And we'll also go over why we have this dry stretch of weather in our forecast.
Look forward to it. Thanks, Danielle. Pittsburgh is among the top U.S. cities for runners. We came in 10th on a nationwide list by the website Smart Asset. The company looked at things like pedestrian accidents, the number of gyms, walking or running trails, and the number of different races. One of our biggest races, the Pittsburgh Marathon and Half Marathon, was held virtually this year because of the pandemic. In a normal year, that event draws more than 20,000 runners to the city. Pennsylvania is leading the way in contact tracing. How you could soon learn if you've been exposed to COVID-19 with an app.
9 to 10,000 so far raised, yeah.
Helping strangers while helping restaurants. How she's honoring her father's legacy by doing it. This year, back to school is certainly different.
So much has changed, and Channel 11 Morning News is here to prepare you for your day.
Bringing you what's new details as your children go back to class or learn from home.
Breaking updates all morning long. 11 investigator Angie Moreski reports on concerns.
Our medical expert answers your questions.
Plus weather and traffic every 10 minutes.
Channel 11 Morning News covers what's new, now, and next every morning as we go back to school.
When you want news from where you live,
Watch Channel 11 News at 5.
The manager of a local restaurant has come up with a way to help struggling businesses and families in need. Lisa Spinello is the manager of the House of 1,000 Beers. She started Operation Feed during the pandemic. It's based on the board game Operation, which her father invented. Spinello uses donations to purchase gift cards for local restaurants and hands them out to families in need.
Recently, I'm like, you know what? I see these lines at the food banks. So I've been going to the food banks and just going up to the cars and handing them out to the people in lines.
Spinello says she's raised nearly $10,000 worth of gift cards. You'll soon be able to learn if you've been exposed to coronavirus through your phone. State officials have been working with a software developer to create COVID Alert PA. It uses Bluetooth to detect if you've been in close proximity to an app user in the last 14 days who eventually test positive. Health officials say close proximity is 6 feet for 15 minutes or more. The user that tests positive will have to agree to notify people through the app after their results are reported to health officials. All personal information is kept private on both ends. The app is still in the testing phase. The plan is to fully launch the program by late September. Whether you place a bet or not, casinos help pay property taxes. 11 investigates why your payments may go up this year. And would you follow a mask mandate from your town, or would you pay the price for not following it, like a fine? How and why this debate is playing out in a local college town, even though there's already a state mandate.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. All the best things happening in Pittsburgh in one place. Watch 11 Things to Do, Thursday and Friday mornings at 9:15 on WPXI Now and on demand. Every candidate, every voice, every vote matters. From the campaign trail to your backyard, we're talking to the candidates about the big issues and to the voters who will decide the election. Channel 11 News, Decision 2020 coverage you can count on. Watch Catherine Amenta and Gordon Lesh on Channel 11 Morning News.
It's a hot-button issue that one local borough just waded into, mandating people to wear masks. Indiana Borough, home to 13,000 people and IUP, is considering its own mask mandate, and there are strong opinions for and against this. Channel 11's Melanie Gillespie went to Indiana to see what people there think and why officials say it's needed, even though the state already made it a law.
Well, you can see the posters here in the windows of businesses in Indiana encouraging people to wear a mask, and that could soon become a law here. If you're not wearing one of these and not standing within 6 feet apart, you could potentially face a fine.
The statewide mask mandate could soon become a law in Indiana Borough. An ordinance proposed by council could be adopted in the coming weeks.
And there isn't much we can do about it since the state police won't enforce the governor's mandate, which is actually law. And our district attorney has said he won't enforce it. So in order to allow our local officials to enforce it, we needed an ordinance.
Council says with the return of 10,000 IUP students to campus, they're trying to be proactive and preventative.
We wanted them to quarantine people the way they did at Pitt, and they wouldn't do it. But we're afraid of spread in the town.
IUP told Channel 11 students are required to wear masks on campus and is concerned about keeping the community and its students safe.
We're really scared about what's happened at schools around the country that have started up. They've had big student parties and then everybody gets sick.
Borough Council says codes officers will be doing this enforcing. If you're caught without one, you could face a fine, $50 for the first offense and up to $300 on the third. But not everyone is supportive of this measure.
I feel this is an infringement upon your right to govern your own health. If you want to wear a mask, you want to stay at home, you want to social distance, that's fine, go right ahead. But you shouldn't push your views and your fears off on the rest of us.
Deborah is organizing a rally ahead of Tuesday's council meeting to show council who's opposed to this ordinance.
To me, this is a control issue that has started with Governor Wolf and has worked its way down.
Melanie Gillespie, Channel 11 News.
There is a virtual council meeting today. The ordinance will not be voted on today, but likely the next time council meets, and they say they expect it to pass unanimously. As Melanie mentioned, one of the big reasons they say the change is needed is because of IUP. And WVU is another example. The university is warning students there that if they're caught breaking safety guidelines, they could be expelled. And it's strongly discouraging off-campus parties and gathering in groups without social distancing and masks. They've stepped up patrols on campus and partnered with city and county police. And the party's over at UNC Chapel Hill. The university canceled all in-person classes after 135 new COVID cases. Colleges all over the country are worried about on and off-campus parties and even when students are being careful.
Even if you do your best to socially distance and wear a mask like I did, you can still get it. I started having COVID symptoms and I lost my sense of taste.
More than 500 UNC students are in isolation or quarantine. Right now, Pitt contact tracers are working to determine who was around 2 students who tested positive for COVID-19. Last week, the school tested 450 students and just 2 came back positive. That is a positivity rate of less than 0.5%. Those students were moved into the university's isolation housing. 11 investigates gaming revenue and the impact it could have on your property taxes. Last year, the state set aside $800 million from casino taxes to help homeowners cover the cost. 11 investigates Aaron Martin explains you may be paying more this year since casinos are losing cash.
The coronavirus pandemic is impacting nearly every aspect of our lives, including what we pay in taxes. It's all tied to casinos, which have been decimated during the pandemic. You may never step foot in the Rivers Casino, or you could be a regular. Either way, it's saving you money on your property taxes. Pennsylvania collected around $1.4 billion in taxes from casinos statewide last year. While that money goes to several areas, including the general fund and local nonprofits, $800 million was set aside for your property taxes. Lower-income school districts like Duquesne saw the greatest savings with an estimated $420 per home. But that relief could soon be a thing of the past.
The property taxes are going to go straight right up in the air because of this here virus, and that's bad for the individual that's not working.
The property tax relief is based on gaming revenue. But with the coronavirus pandemic shuttering casinos statewide for months, revenues are expected to plummet.
I can't imagine what they're going to be at this point.
It's an emergency Governor Tom Wolf's administration say they anticipated. That's why they set aside $300 million from the federal relief program known as the CARES Act, specifically for property taxes. The administration says that should be enough to offset the losses for this year. The federal aid only applies to this year. With casinos now operating at 25% capacity, next year there could be an even deeper hole. Without more help from the federal government, State Representative Anita Kulik is fearful taxpayers will soon feel the pain.
I'm very worried about that because nobody wants to see that happen. We certainly don't want to be in a position where school districts are going to have to think about tax increases.
It's a situation with no end in sight, but something some homeowners are simply choosing to accept.
I think it probably has to cause it to go up because of the revenues we're not getting in.
Reporting in Brookline, Aaron Martin, Channel 11 News.
You don't realize how important that store is to elderly individuals.
A local neighborhood suddenly left without easy access to a grocery store. The struggles people are having just trying to put food on the table.
Music is giving comfort to babies in the NICU. It's the perfect companion during the pandemic when family is limited. Local parents started the program after losing their child.
It makes us feel good to help other babies.
Spreading joy to the most vulnerable makes us proud to be from Pittsburgh.
Proud to be from Pittsburgh. Brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Great cars, great people. For a great deal on a Honda, visit shophonda.com.
Watch Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
It's been a real hardship for everybody here in the community.
A local community struggling to buy food after the only grocery store in walking distance was forced to close. The Family Dollar store in Sheridan has been closed since July. For many, Sheridan is a food desert. Neighbors told Channel 11's Amy Hudak about the daily challenges the shutdown is causing.
Like, I don't know, because I know a lot of people miss Family Dollar and they want to, go shopping there because this is the only Family Dollar around in this area.
Despite the sign on the door that reads, "We're open to help you feed and care for your family," the doors to this Family Dollar are closed to customers and locked up. Folding chairs barricade the entrance. It's been like this since the end of July.
We have to go all the way up to Crafton, to Family Dollar and stuff like that just to get because they closed.
It's definitely a staple for the community. Gary Allen Ray Sr. used to walk across the street for his essentials. He's now taking a bus to Crafton to get groceries, if he can afford transportation that day.
Because you don't realize how important that store is to elderly individuals like I am myself.
You know, every day, and I'm seeing people every day going up there thinking it's open, it's not open.
Times are tough right now for countless families. Not having access to groceries and essentials is only adding stress to their daily lives.
Especially for people at the high rise, you know, the senior in wheelchairs.
Neighbors want to know if their store is coming back. We reached out to Councilwoman Teresa Cale-Smith and the store's manager. They tell Channel 11 a Family Dollar delivery truck hit an electric meter at the end of July, wiping out power to the store and requiring repairs. An employee who didn't want to risk her job tells me the community is losing out, but they're working in the dark to get the store ready to reopen.
It's been a real hardship for everybody here in the community because the closest Family Dollar where I work at is in Elliott and then McKees Rocks.
For some families, that distance is the difference between fresh, nutritious food and an empty refrigerator.
I do gratefully miss that Family Dollar.
I just hope to be able to work here and hope to see all the customers again.
Amy Hudak, Channel 11 News.
The store manager says they will reopen. She just doesn't know when. We reached out to the Family Dollar Corporation, but have not yet heard back. Shining a light on crime, how a local mayor plans to keep his town's gazebo free from vandals.
And we are entering a really dry weather pattern. I'm going to let you know why we are seeing the weather we are seeing and that cool picture that I still want to share with you. Stick around. That's coming up.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for breaking news, weather, and original local shows. Murder, mystery, and the missing. Justice Rules profiles real-life crime stories. Tuesdays at 9 p.m. right here on WPXI Now. Channel 11 Morning News brings you what's happening now.
Kids will not be returning to the buildings.
We have been tracking this from the very beginning.
What's new and what's next.
We will find out if a restaurant revolution will happen.
Count on Channel 11 News every morning.
Nobody can read between the lines like Judge Judy.
The mayor of Leechburg is fed up. Vandals broke the lights on the gazebo in Riverfront Park, and now the mayor wants to buy cameras to help stop future crimes. The Trib reports the lights were strung up last year as part of a volunteer project to clean up the park and gazebo. But this isn't the first time that gazebo has been vandalized. Some of the structure's pillars have been broken before. Oakmont officials plan to review the use of fire department sirens after some neighbors complained. A woman said the sirens are too loud and could damage residents' hearing, especially children. The fire chief said he can give council information on the sirens but will not take them down because they are a safety feature for the borough. This is not the first time residents have complained about the sirens. The Trib says the complaints a few years ago forced the fire department to stop testing sirens at noon on Saturdays. Today, President Donald Trump is scheduled to tour parts of Iowa damaged by a storm last week. The president will meet with the state's governor and talk about the local, state, and federal response. The powerful wind knocked out power to thousands and damaged a number of buildings.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Well, welcome back. Here is a look at that picture that I wanted to share with you. I snapped this in the sky yesterday afternoon over Pittsburgh, and it's what we call a sun halo. If you look really closely, well, there's the sun, but here's the halo, and it goes around the sun, and this is what we call a 22-degree halo, and it's caused basically by the reflection and the refraction of light from these ice crystals in these high clouds. And that's exactly what we were seeing out there yesterday, were those high clouds and then a few little specks of those little cumulus clouds that look like little cotton balls. So if you were seeing this in the sky, that's what it is. I thought I'd share that with you. Pretty cool feature out there yesterday. As far as today goes, we have some sun, we have some clouds that have been building in throughout the day. And if you are out walking your dog this afternoon, the temperature will be climbing into the upper 70s. So about 79 degrees for the daytime high and 75 degrees at 8 p.m. Very comfortable weather. Our dew points are low in the 50s. And the only thing I'm forecasting today, aside from sun and clouds, is maybe a stray sprinkle because we have a little weather disturbance coming on through the area. Tonight, 56 degrees, calm winds, partly cloudy sky. Put it in perspective, we had upper 50s out there this morning. So we are going to be waking up on a cooler note tomorrow morning and cool across the rest of the area as well. 58 in Uniontown, about 55 in Greensburg. Indiana, you're going to check in at 53. And Butler, you could be dipping down into the lower 50s. So it is going to be a below average night for us. Typically we see lows in the lower 60s this time of year. Fog tracker does show a little bit of gray in the morning tomorrow, and that's less dense fog. More dense fog shows up in white. So I'm not expecting locally dense fog tomorrow, but we could have some patchy fog, especially north of the city of Pittsburgh into your Wednesday morning. If you need to get your car washed over the next couple of days, looks fairly good for that today. And then great weather coming in here for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You need to wash your car. Our weather pattern is like this. We've got a big ridge of high pressure. So these arrows are the jet stream. And when we see it build really far to the north, that leads to a big increase in the heat. In fact, Death Valley over the weekend recording a temperature of 130 degrees out in California. And if it verifies, it would be the third all-time global high temperature. And check it out. Our neck of the woods, we've got this dip in the jet stream, so that's been leading to not only the drier weather around here, but also some at or below average temperatures for us. Tomorrow, much the same. If you're heading to the pool, sunshine, upper 70s out there, and comfortable weather from Wednesday on out into Thursday and Friday. We're going to start to see that humidity increase into the weekend. The high temperatures will as well, 86 by Friday, and then a chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm both Saturday and Sunday.
All right, thanks, Danielle. People spent 1.6 trillion hours on their mobile devices in the first half of the year. That's according to a study by a company that tracks usage. The average user spent 27% of their daily waking hours on their mobile device in April, up 20% from 2019. That is more than 4 hours a day. Tesla will have a new horn feature that will sound like a bleating goat. Is that right? CEO Elon Musk tweeted new horn features are in the works for newer models. In the past, the CEO has made unconfirmed promises on Twitter that have landed him in hot water. Musk didn't say when the new sound would debut. Face masks will be a part of our everyday lives for a while. How a businessman is using his own challenges to help others during the pandemic. Now here's local steals and deals.
Hi, I'm Lisa Robertson, and I have the best idea for you with local steals and deals. Right now, we're sanitizing, we're cleaning, we're disinfecting, right? A million times, a million ways. Oh my gosh. How would you like to have something do it for you with no chemicals? What? I know. This is from 4ID, and it's the best idea ever. So here are the options we have for you. This is the large. So this is simply, they call it a lunch bag, but it's a large bag. You open this up, you put whatever you want to sterilize in here, right? You close it, you plug it in and turn it on and walk away. It does it for you. Then you have the medium. Same thing. You want to sanitize something, you put it in here, you close it, you turn it on, you walk away. You close it, you turn it on, you walk away. There's even a phone sanitizer. You put your phone in there, you close it, you turn it on, you walk away. There's even a wand for taking it on the go. And here's the best part. You walk in the door and you put your keys in here. Are your keys sterile? No. Do you touch them all the time? Yes. You put your keys in here, you put your jewelry in here, you put your wallet in here, you put your gloves in here, you put your mask in here. And by the way, everyone else in the household does. Everybody puts their stuff in here. And then they close it, and they turn it on, and they walk away, and it's not using any chemicals. I love that. You don't have to use chemicals because these are actually using UV light, and they're giving you 99.9% sterilization rate. That is amazing. I love the fact that this is part of your new routine. I love the fact that this is by your back door, and everything on you goes in here. I love the fact that if you have a baby around, all the baby stuff goes in here because they keep putting everything in their mouths. I love the fact that who wants to think about, wait a minute, this is my favorite ring. I keep wearing it. I bet it's not sterile. I'm going to put it in here. Some jewelry, you don't want to wash your hands with the jewelry on because it might not be good for the jewelry. Put it in here. There's a million reasons, but there's one way, and that's putting it in here, closing it, turning it on, walking away. If you go to localsteels.com right now, all of these great ideas are 40 to 43% off. It's just one of the amazing ideas we have for you, and I guarantee you're going to want a bunch of them.
News is happening in your neighborhood. Channel 11 News is there.
We're in McCandless, Cranberry, and Butler. We cover news everywhere you live, not just downtown. We're in Aliquippa, Coraopolis, and Moon.
Bringing you stories that impact your town. That's what makes Channel 11 News different.
More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. We're in Bethel Park, South Park, and Mount Lebanon. When you want news from where you live,
watch Channel 11 News at 5.
Be prepared for back to school.
Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
New mask requirements are going to be a part of many children's school outfits this year. And while the added safety is a very good thing, it can also mean problems for students with disabilities. To help out, Titan Design and Development is making more than 300,000 masks. The idea came from the owner's own experience growing up hearing impaired.
I know the importance of having to see somebody's mouth when they're speaking to you. So as children are learning, or somebody with a hearing disability or an ailment, I wanted to come up with some type of hybrid.
Each mask costs $3. The company reached out to governments and school districts and has received a good amount of interest. The first tree in Heartwood Acres Suffragist Grove will be planted today to mark the 100th anniversary of women getting the right to vote. The 19th Amendment to the Constitution was ratified on August 18, 1920. But the push for women's suffrage has been underway for years, starting in the mid-19th century. Channel 11 told you about a shooting in Pittsburgh's Sheridan neighborhood this weekend. A man was shot in the arm on Chartiers Avenue. In our video this weekend, we inadvertently showed a bar on that block, and we want to clarify that shooting did not have anything to do with that bar and that location. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5. You can get breaking news updates anytime at our streaming apps. Just search WPXI on Apple TV, Roku, or Amazon Fire. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
This is Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
11 at 11 starts with team coverage of this breaking story.
Accurate details.
Tonight we're talking to parents who have major concerns.
Experienced coverage.